This violates every canon of respectable broadcasting.
How are you?
Hey, who wants to help me get this recorder out of here? I need some muscle over here.
You are listening to Blame Your Brother.
Hello everyone. We are back once again for another episode of Blame Your Brother. This is episode 51. Thanks so much for joining us. We've jumped over the hurdle of 50 and we're going strong for another 50 episodes. So there are three of us that come to you every week from this podcast. I am 1/3 of that crew. I am David, also known as D Brew, voice of the people, the spiritual midget, hashtag that man, Mr. 40%, Nick Nickum, Glenn Jackson. I could go on forever, but I'll stop and say I am also joined by the man to the left of me in every way possible. He's my actual brother. His name is Lee.
What's up? Nick Nickum Jr. checking in. Lover of all things safety pins. Keeping it down for the James. Man.
Keeping it down. Did you hear? Well, we'll talk about that later. All right, we're also joined by our longtime friend. We met him in high school. Couldn't get rid of him. His name is John.
I'm John.
Yep.
A.K.A. Tico, a.k.a. Mr. PTI, a.k.a. the Madman.
I thought we had one more. We're not going to get that drop play this episode. What? I thought we had another one last week. What was?
They got John Tortorella, a madman.
They do have a madman.
Okay, he's a madman.
No, we had another one. I can't remember what it was. It was
Must
something.
have been not
No, it was something good. I'm going to go back and listen.
Did I say it or did somebody else say it?
No, I think we said it about you. We're like, this is your new nickname. We loved it. Anyway,
the locker room or.
I can't remember what it is now, but we laughed about it. Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. If you have an AKA for us, you can add it to us. You can follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook. You go to bybpod.com. That's the website. Go there. Add all of our nicknames. Tweet at us, Facebook us, whatever that's called. We'll get to that later, and we're going to go ahead and get the show started. So every week we are approached by our legal team before we start the recording of the show, and they give me a note and it says, you need to ask everyone on the show if they have any apologies or retractions from last week's episode. We generally start with the guy who's probably feeling sorry for himself the most. That'd be Lee. Lee, do you have any
I don't know if I'm feeling sorry for myself.
Well, that's what.
But I did have we were told that we had to do a disclaimer about Dear John and not being responsible for murder. Oh. So if you just want to handle that, John, go ahead and get it out of the way.
Go ahead, John.
As it was proposed and later on it was clarified that murder did not come from me. It was actually a comment from Dave. So
actually, we had several women, before you say that, who actually agreed with me 100% on Twitter. You can go check it. They said women should definitely stand up for themselves, and they couldn't believe that we were actually giving out advice telling women to run away. Lee,
I don't think I said run away, did I?
But Lee, can you verify that you saw women on Twitter posting about this week?
I cannot say that I did, but I believe you. Okay. I believe you.
So anyway.
I mean, if you said it, it's true, right?
Well, I know Rose said it for sure, and so I know a few other people.
I mean, I feel like Rose could beat up a lot of people, though, so.
We'll see. We'll probably talk about feminism tonight. But anyway.
Stay tuned.
All right, so John, before just issue an apology. You're not a certified therapist or whatever.
Oh, of course I'm not.
Or a clinical psychologist.
BYB is not a clinical psychologist, and
definitely not. Our advice is for entertainment only.
I listen to certain podcasts.
Advice is what you pay for it.
And
absolutely nothing.
I listen to certain podcasts and I hate they go, if you're easily offended or you're blah, 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 please do not listen to this show. Just stop it, you stupid podcast. No one is going to turn the show. If your show's called...
It's time for BYB Pod. If you have small children in the room, now is the time for them to leave.
I mean, if your show's called the PP Hour, just to pick a random podcast I like to talk about, we get it. It's probably going to be wacky, zany, offensive.
The
we get it.
PP Hour? Is that your zany? Is that the name of your zany
No, that's
podcast?
a real podcast, my friend. It's called.
Is it zany?
The PP Hour.
So, is it people talking in squeaky voices?
It's probably very mature.
Oh, very much so. Actually, I do want to get this out of the way. I do not wish to apologize for anything because I think everything I say is gospel. But we actually did get to know that people are out there listening that we don't know who they are. Some guy sent us a direct message on Twitter, and he was like, the Amazon, you can't say, you can't tell people to bookmark that and use it. So I'm going to go ahead and issue this retraction. Bookmark our Amazon affiliate link and use it to purchase all your crap, okay? Amazon,
do it now.
Come at us if you want to. Amazon.
Wait, why is he saying this? It's against the affiliates terms of services?
I know shows that lost their Amazon affiliate sponsorship. You do not. Whoever you are, message again. I want 3 shows that you know this happened to because you're lying.
Did they do it anonymously?
No, you can't anonymously DM. He obviously listened to the
followed, yeah. So drop a name right now.
Oh, I could look it up. I have
Start
no
the
idea.
Pitchfork Army.
He matters so inconsequential to me.
Look,
I don't even know his name.
He's looking out for your best interest.
Hey guys, don't tell anyone to bookmark the show, man.
Look, he is a listener, so I value his opinion.
He probably listened to one episode.
He has your best interest. Well, he doesn't want you to see all that mad loot you get from Amazon just evaporate into the air.
If you listen, bro, come at me, DM me again. We'll have a talk. I'm sick of these podcasts. Here's the problem.
Come at me.
D-Brew has entered the building.
Here's the problem with podcasters. Okay, stay in your lane and come at me. All right. Look, here's these podcasters out there. We're going to start off with this. Okay.
Okay.
There's too many podcasts. Number one. That's the first problem.
Which ones do you get rid of?
I get rid of anything
which there's a whole category just gone. Or
no, I mean I would obviously
any podcast under 10 episodes. No.
Gone? I would be
Is it like a quality level first off?
I would be.
How do you judge quality level?
I would appoint myself as the czar if you let me finish.
Let me talk over you some more
of the podcast.
What about podcasts where they talk over the host?
Well, we'd be done. We'd be out of the game. If your quality's bad, here's the thing. Your first couple episodes, like we've had people message us before and go, well, our quality's not that great. Yeah, you're 3 episodes in. You're fine. Figure it out. When you get to 25, 30 episodes and it sounds like you're recording over a tin can, you're done. Get rid of it. No one's listening. There's literally 10,000 something podcasts out there, okay? If the quality's crap, people are gone. They're not going to listen to it, okay? And then you guys take yourself way too seriously. I'm in this Facebook podcast group.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
And these
know
guys,
who you are.
Well, I don't know if any of them listen to it because all it is just listen to my podcast, follow my YouTube page, follow my Twitter. And so I generally go and follow these people. I got another beef about following.
No, I don't believe it.
Follow Friday on Twitter. There's this one dude every Friday that says, follow Blame Your Brother. He literally lists us every Friday on the thing. He doesn't even follow us, man.
Maybe he has an alt account where he follows you.
No, it's ridiculous.
So how many people does he FF on Friday?
The same 10 people.
10 people
I'm not
and
sure
one
he's following
tweet?
any of them. I don't. And they're like, thanks, brother. Thanks. Dude, we haven't gotten one follow.
Did he turn into Macho Man?
He's the Macho Man, brother. Ooh,
thanks, brother.
He looks like him.
Thanks for the Friday.
Dig it.
Friday.
He does. He looks like the Macho Man a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
How you gonna?
I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna do this Friday, man. You're gonna go to Twitter and you're gonna pull up the BYB pod. You're gonna hit the follow button because it's Friday. Dig it.
But it's like Friday when they say, how you going to get fired on your day off? How you going to follow Friday? You ain't even following anybody on the list.
We'll call him. Let's send him a message. Let's send him a message.
Well, I did that to one guy and he blocked us. He's like, wow, blah, blah.
After he FF'd you?
Yeah, after he blocked, I'm like, you're an idiot. So, anyways.
So it's the same people every Friday?
Yes. I will literally show you guys. I mean, you can pull it up.
I believe you.
You can pull it up. Pull it up.
What do you think? It's like just automated or something?
I don't know what it is.
His robot's broken?
I just love all of his 10 people like, thanks so much, brother. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Yeah, guys, stop, okay? But the podcasts that are out there, here's what I would suggest doing. And I've suggested this to people that I know in podcasting. I think Apple Podcasts should charge a fee every month to list your podcast on their site.
Wow.
I think it should be $10 a month. That weeds out 75% of the crap podcast. It puts us back up at 25% where we belong. We're one of the best. We're in the best percentage of that, quality-wise. Content, that's up to you to decide. But it would knock out a lot of these pretenders, fakers, just it's ridiculous. Everyone.
So Apple gets that $10 because there's other formats. So you're just talking Apple.
I mean, whoever. I mean, Apple. Apple was the main agitator of the podcast game.
I mean, that's where. I mean.
Yeah, I mean that's you associate
iPods. I mean,
that's
where they came from.
What's the word? Not agitator.
Aggregator.
Aggregator. Yes. Agitator, aggregator.
Stop agitating all the podcasters, David.
But they obviously, when you think of podcast, you think of Apple. Obviously. I mean, podcast,
I don't think of Apple.
That's,
I don't think of Apple when I
John,
think of podcast.
what do you think of when you think of podcast?
I think of Apple because
I feel like NPR probably has the best podcasts.
And they're on Apple.
They have their own app.
But they're on the podcast app.
Yes.
No, not all are.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not the only podcasting format. Like, you could do...
He's not saying that.
No,
He's just saying the main game in town is Apple.
That's
yes,
fine.
thank you. So this is what I suggest to Apple, Google Play. I'd pay all the fees because if you're in the game, you want to play, let's play.
What? How much money? What?
I just said $9.99 a month.
That's the top.
Yeah.
What if they had like premium?
What's premium?
What do you get? Like tiers.
What do you get?
Just like like free advertisement.
How much?
Rankings,
how
another
much?
category. Double.
We making that Amazon money.
$19.99.
Except when our boy reports us and gets us kicked off.
What about $120 a month?
No, a year.
$120 a month.
No, I wouldn't do that.
But you go to the top.
I'd do it for 1 month or 2 months, sure. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to. I mean,
sell
if
out.
you get to the top.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I'd say
David is a sellout.
This is not new news.
I like they would say when Metallica would say, "Are we sellouts?" Yeah, we sell out every night, baby. So anyway, no, I would gladly do that. Do you understand? If you're at the top of the charts, I mean, you're going to get 50,000 listeners at least. You know,
residuals. John just is after the
gonna
residuals.
Make your money, man.
No, I'm just saying not residuals monetarily. I mean residuals from that month that you were on top. The next month, it's not like you're going to be at the bottom.
But yes, I agree. Yeah, I mean, you would have to be good to keep the listeners.
Yeah.
You want people to pay to play.
I want to get rid of the pretenders,
but just on iTunes.
Well, I mean, Google. No, I say Google
Apple
Play.
Podcast.
I don't. How do you get your podcast?
So you would have to do $10 on Google Play, $10 on iTunes.
No, I wouldn't do Google Play because no one's on it.
$10 on Stitcher.
No, Stitcher's garbage. The quality on Stitcher alone, it makes it terrible. You know they compress their stuff so heavily.
You know we have a Stitcher account.
Yes, we're on all these social medias, but it's trash. If you want the best, you got to go to Apple Podcasts. It maintains the same quality of the show.
We're on YouTube as well.
Well, I mean, yeah, YouTube. I'm cool with that. But anyway, here's my
YouTube?
last advice before we get into the meat of the matter is be yourself on your show. Be authentic. Be real. You know, don't read off the script. Don't phony baloney, laughter and all that. Just be yourself. Hey guys,
can we get a laugh track?
Can we get a laugh? Well, if you bring in a board, yeah, you can play it. So, all right, let's.
Okay, so I have some show business. That segue is pretty nice.
Oh, you do? Okay,
yeah.
Because we got to get to your minute Game of Thrones recap.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But coming up, we're going to be missing a few weeks, so we're going to do some pre-recording of themed episodes.
All right.
So I wanted you all to come up with an idea for a themed episode so people could look forward to it. And it's funny that you bring up the podcast game because my idea was to do a David Brewington podcast recap. You've been in the game how long?
2007, so 10 years, I guess.
10 years. I always tell people 15. I'm going to have to start pulling
you
that
can
back.
say that too.
So 10 years. So you've gone through like a roller coaster of podcasting.
Yes.
You were there when it started. You're here now. I think that would make for an interesting story, like all the dirt, all the details, where like each podcast you've done, where it went wrong, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, what you would have done different, what you learned, and then like when it gets to the end, we want like the really dirty secrets,
Woo! I don't know about all that, baby.
Names, numbers, locations.
Well, I would say that
KGB files.
I think that's a great idea. I'd have to. Some of the stuff in the end, I'd have to use anonymous names, but I have accumulated a few enemies in the game. Okay, there are some. People,
I think you made some new ones tonight.
There are some. Well, I mean, I'd probably have. There are some people out there today that don't like me. They talk smack about me, and it's just not one dude. It's not one girl. It's a bunch of people don't like me, and that's fine because
the heck you say
when you handle the truth in your hands right here, when you got the truth right here. And you give it to people, they can't handle it. They're not ready for it. When you look at another dude,
they can't handle the truth.
Listen to this. When you
Jack Nicholson, everyone.
When you're on a show with
Tom Cruise.
When you're on a show with another dude and you just straight up just go, dude, you aren't ready for this.
Okay, hold on. This was an idea for a podcast in the future.
No, it's a preview. It'll get them. They'll be.
I see you're already heated about it. I think this would be a good episode.
All right, I like that. It's a good theme. So, anything about me, I like.
So here's the thing. Like that's my idea. Do y'all guys have ideas? If you have ideas. Please contact us, email us, hit us up on Twitter. Let us know a themed show idea that you would love to hear. Either David talk about or David not talk about or David get interrupted over. That's fine. But please just let us know.
That's good. I like that one. That's good. I know John loves the top 5s and the top this and that.
I do like lists.
So we could do like a TV show bracket.
Sure.
Where we have like 64 teams, and by the end of the episode,
that's not a bad idea.
Get one grand champion.
It's not a bad idea.
All right. Are we giving away all our good material?
If we do misogyny, we could do hottest chicks of all time. I don't leave it. Yeah, John.
I don't know.
All time.
That would be a horrible idea.
Misogyny alert. Misogyny alert.
I said all time,
Misogyny
bro.
alert.
We could go back to Marilyn Monroe.
I thought you were going to say Mary
Pamela
Magdalene.
Anderson. We could go whoever else. There
Helen of Troy, man.
Well,
so your idea was the hottest women
chicks
of
ever.
all time?
Hottest chicks of all time, bro.
I would like to not do that one.
I would love
if that's
to do it.
cool.
I would love to.
I said TV shows.
Top 5. I just listened to TiVo and the Beard. Great podcast on YouTube. Check it out. Those guys need to just go audio with it. I need to email River about that. But anyway, that's behind the scenes.
You can do audio from YouTube.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It'd be easy to do. They need to get a podcast out there. But they did top 5 crushes today. Or not top 5. They did all their crushes they had from childhood. And I loved it. It's great. And like they said, they're not doing it in a creepy, but they're just saying, hey, I like this girl's voice. I like this girl because she was my first crush.
That's a little bit better than hottest women.
Oh, well, you know what? A local sports show they did the hottest newscasters. And so you figured that the newscasters would be offended by this. They loved it.
I like the idea, but are we picking based on just physical appearance?
No, it can be whatever. Okay. It's like 2 teams match
up. A little bit
One
better.
Team's got a better defense. One's got the better offense. Which wins?
Okay, anyway. All right. So what was your idea then? Because that was John's idea that you gave him.
Wait, I just said hottest chicks. That was totally my idea.
So what's your idea, John? You got anything?
I like all kinds of
lists. Okay, we can move on then.
John's like top 5 John Hughes movies.
We're just going to do a whole episode of Dear John.
The Breakfast Club right there would be the number 1.
Well, see.
You know what? Actually, what I would love to do is, because I will tell you, like, people want to talk about Dear John every time. And it's always like, I can't believe John gave this advice.
Yeah.
And then they always want to tell me the advice they want to give.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a good idea to get people to come on and give their advice for previous, like we play the original Dear John clip and then have people.
Okay, we definitely need to have guest hosts. We've got a few people that want to come in the studio and basically take it over, which I told them, yes, we would love for you to do that. So we need to start, bankroll on this, because if you don't know, this guy, Lee, if I'm talking and not pointing on the YouTube, is going to be having a child in what month?
November.
Okay. So November. So in November, obviously, we'll take a little hiatus, but we won't, because we're going to have all these episodes recorded. So, tweet us your ideas at BYBpod or on Facebook, facebook.com/BYBpod. Some things you'd like to hear. We did send out a thing today. What do you like and not like about the episodes? One person said, I hate the politics. The next person came right behind that person and said, I love the politics. So,
of course.
It's always a divided thing. Okay, so every week now that Game of Thrones is on, we have Lee watches the show, me and John.
Fortunately, I watched it this week.
Well, you will be watching every week. It's part of your job assignment.
I don't know if I can.
Well, you'll make it up then. All right, so we're going to give you
one. Probably won't be
I'll have
far
to watch
off.
it behind my wife's back and then act like I haven't seen the episode.
Okay, we're going to give you 1 minute. Okay, that's going to be, when you hear that, your time's up. 1 minute to recap Game of Thrones. Ready?
Go.
Episode 2, Season 7?
Yep.
Ready,
Episode
set.
2.
Okay, whatever. Go.
Okay, well, first off, there's another pointless Arya scene. Like 2 weeks in a row, and there's another pointless Arya scene. And yeah, I watch the after show content, and it's a wolf. I get it. Ooh, it's just not you, wolf. Lame, pointless. Come on. Arya is like supposed to be season 7, one of the main characters. Lame. 2, pornographic. Why HBO are you still having to incorporate pornography to try and entice people to watch your show? Do you not understand? You're already there. Okay, yeah. Flesh ripping, getting your diseased flesh ripped off and then putting it into a pie. Come on. And hot pie, that's Arya. Another scene that was pointless, the hot pie. Come on. Like, what's the point? It's just, I don't even know. Okay, yeah. Pirate battles on the sea are cool. That's cool. Destroying someone with a boarding ship, that was cool. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just don't know what to do, where to go, and what to say. Pornography.
All right, that is it. That is your 1 minute recap of Game of Thrones. Sounds so awesome. All right, so if you like
riveting,
you like Game of Thrones, tough. I don't know.
Sorry, guys, it's jumped.
But we can put it in SEO and say we talked about Game of Thrones this week, and we still know that this is the show where a young child was thrown off a castle because he witnessed two siblings engaged in the act of lovemaking. So there we go. So yeah, I wonder why they go to pornographic with such great topics as that. So, all right, we got to play a clip that I found on the internet. And
this is the greatest clip.
This is the greatest clip you've ever heard. This is describing a man we may have discussed on the show. Who knows? Here we go.
He's the most competitive person I've ever met. Okay, I've seen this guy throw a dead spiral through a tire. I've seen him at Madison Square Garden with a top coat on. He's standing in the key and he's hitting foul shots and swishing them. Okay, he sinks 3-foot putts. I don't see this guy as a guy that's ever under siege. This is a very, very competitive person.
All right, who there is responsible for throwing footballs through
a tire hoop?
Sinking hoops at Madison Garden in a top coat and sinking 3-foot putts. Who is that guy? Who's the greatest man alive on the planet Earth today?
Who it is.
Yeah, because I told you before the show started.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady would have been a good answer.
Tom Cruise.
So I asked you guys before the show started, just a little peek behind the curtain. Lee said LeBron James. John said Michael Jordan. I said, you're both wrong. He's not even a brother. He's one of the whitest men around the planet Earth today. We discuss him on every episode. Lee, who are they referring to?
DJT.
Donald J. Trump. He's hitting those free throws, baby, in a top coat.
3-foot putts.
Woo!
I don't play a lot of golf. Is a 3-foot putt a really hard thing to do?
I couldn't do it.
Like a 3-foot, that's like that long, right?
Well, a lot of the greens aren't flat.
Yeah, they're not. It's not putt, bro. It's not like
it's a 3-foot putt though.
Well,
like
here's the next YouTube video we do. Then we take you out on a golf course and see how many 3-foot putts you can hit.
Can I do 3-pointers in a top
we'll
coat?
take you in a top coat.
Can I throw a spiral through a tire?
Yeah, I would love it. I think this needs to be the series where Lee takes
what are we
going
to call it? BYP Pod Under Siege.
Lee versus.
They do like a split
Trump.
screen versus.
No, we
Trump.
all have to do it. It's going to be point based.
Lee, okay, I'll do that.
Whoever wins gets a Donald Trump trophy.
I would love it. Okay, I'm in. I'll actually do that. Okay, I'll do that. So I found that clip. I thought it was amazing. Well, let's get into the stories.
So, who said that first off?
Oh, his new guy.
The press?
The Mooch. They call him the Mooch.
The Mooch? So he has people out there hashtagging fake news for him now?
This guy works. This guy's like what's he called? Like the, I don't know what their titles are. He speaks for them.
Like PR or something.
Anthony Scaramucci.
You gonna make it there?
Anthony Scaramucci. Why Trump?
With a name like that, he's like such a...
He's the White House aide.
Hey, let me tell you about Donald Trump. This is a man throwing spirals through a hoop.
That's got to be our picture of the week, right? This dude's the best. This guy looks like he's an SNL character brought to life.
He looks like Ben Stiller.
He's got the name.
He does, doesn't he?
He's got the look. Okay, what's his name?
Ben Stiller. That's who you're playing, all right?
Anthony Scaramucci.
You're playing the Mooch, all right?
Anthony Scaramucci. So anyways, I just thought that was a great. This guy's money. Every picture he's in is amazing, dude.
I'm gonna fire everybody.
You know, when really this guy has everything I want in life. Okay,
really?
Well, number one, obviously this guy's confident. I mean, when he walks in the room, that dude's the most confident guy. That's got to be the picture of the week right there. When that guy walks in the room, you know he's the most confident guy in the room. Have you ever met a guy that just oozes confidence? Like, and you're like, man, I wish I had
Razor Ramon. That's this guy.
I met a developer, and this guy walked in the room, and he owned that room. Like, he was the most confident person. I was like, dude, I wish I had 1/10. All my confidence is fake in nature, okay? So that's a little peek behind the curtain there. Big shocker there. But this guy here, he owns it. He's got the power suit. He's got the power moves. This guy's
the power name.
Look, even the girl.
He's got the locker room talk.
Even the girl beside him, she's just like blushing to be. That's the picture. Save that picture.
I can't look directly at him.
This guy's my new role model.
I'll turn
the
to
Mooch. That's my new nickname.
Misogyny alert. Misogyny alert.
Damn.
Misogyny alert.
I want to be the Mooch when I grow up, man. That's my new thing. I'm the Mooch from now on.
Write that name down.
Mooch Jr.
I won't forget it because I'm going to be following this guy's career. All right, so I just had to play it. I love the Mooch. Oh, that's so great. The Mooch.
The Mooch.
He's the best. All right. We got to get to some news. We got to get to some news stories.
We just did.
Well, that's pretty
yeah,
good.
He's definitely Ben Stiller and Kevin Bacon had a baby. And put him in a suit.
He's a good-looking man too. I mean,
Mooch is The Mooch is
Go ahead, say it again, John.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller and Kevin Bacon had a baby and put him in a power suit.
There you go. He's got that power suit down, bro. He looks good. All right. So, anyways, we're going to talk about this we're going to talk about her in a minute. Let's talk about Doctor Who first. Anybody here watch Doctor Who? No,
I never have watched Doctor Who.
I watched 2 episodes, and I thought it was the dumbest show I've ever watched in my life.
No.
Actually, on my last podcast, Half Pint was on it, and we kind of ripped it off, but it was kind of my idea. We had the Doctor Who minute. We would give him 1 minute to discuss Doctor Who. What was funnier when he did it is he would run out of things to talk about after 30 seconds, and we would just let dead air fill the silence for 30 seconds. But anyways, he loved Doctor Who. I gave it a shot. I watched the episodes. It's a stupid show. I thought Game of Thrones was stupid. This makes Game of Thrones look like The Wire, Doctor Who. The episode I watched, Mannequin. I am a mannequin. I'm coming to life. I'm going to kill you. Oh, I'm scared. Help me. Oh, I'm going to run away from a mannequin. The next episode I watch, a Christmas tree comes to life. He's like, I am a Christmas tree. I'm going to attack you.
What season were you watching?
I watched the first season of the Modern guy. I don't know who the guy is. And then I watched the first season of David Tennant, and he was fighting like a Christmas tree.
Oh, wow, that's more recent.
I am a Christmas tree.
So let me ask you a question. Have you ever owned a novelty plate?
No.
Of a TV show?
No. I can honestly say, no, I have not. So the big news, there's Donald Trump's doctor on the screen.
What did he have to say about it?
Only men should be doctors. So here's the news, if you haven't heard, and we're behind the times a little bit, but Doctor Who this season will be a female doctor. Now, who cares? I mean, we don't even watch the show, so I really could care less. But they act like the internet is outraged that the Doctor Who's going to be a female. Now, I have dialed back my online presence as far as politics and things like that, but I have not seen anyone complaining about a female Doctor Who. John, were you even aware there was going to be a female Doctor Who?
No.
Okay, so Lee, were you aware there was a female Doctor Who?
I was aware that there was going to be one.
Have you heard any outrage about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
from
just
who?
Yeah, just online.
From all your feminist Twitter followers?
So I have a group of nerds that I played tabletop games with, and we had a discussion about Doctor Who.
Okay, break it down to us.
They didn't. They're okay with it.
Just like, yeah, we're okay with it, dude. I mean, it's a doctor that dies and comes back to life. It's a different person each time, dude. Actually, I was listening to Eva on the Beard, and they said a time companion cannot be a female technically. So they're curious to see how this. I'm literally repeating what they said. I don't even know what I just said. I literally just said
that's what I was going to say. They used words that I didn't understand.
Right. Yeah.
They were talking about actors and names and people and generation, and I'm just like, I have no idea what these people are talking about. So when you say time companion, what does that mean?
I don't even know. Here's what I know that I'm grateful for. I used to think I was like a geek and a nerd, and now I realize I'm not even barely on the spectrum of geek and nerdness. Like, everything I'm making fun of every week is literally something geeks and nerds like. Like Doctor Who. Hate it. Yeah. Game of Thrones. Hate it. What else? Is there other stuff? Oh, murder mystery parties. Hate it. Cosplay. Hate it. Get it out of here. I guess maybe I'm the anti-nerd I never thought I would be when I grow up. I mean, I like comic books, but that's kind of mainstream now, isn't it? Everybody likes comic book movies. It's not like I'm like, So I don't know. Interesting.
What do you said that the companion cannot be a woman?
No, the companion is a woman. The time traveler has to be a man, is what they were saying.
Why?
I don't even know what I'm saying right. I don't even know what these terms are. I mean, that's just what they said.
Maybe like the genetic makeup or something. Maybe the breakdown of the chromosomes. I don't know.
Yeah, I watched that guy. Whoever that guy is the one where
he attacked a Christmas tree.
No, mannequin. Tennant attacked a Christmas tree. It was.
You're even using words that I don't even. Understand.
Literally gave
Doctor Who is just not something I've ever been interested in.
I remember when I was a child watching this stupid show, and it would look like it was filmed in our basement down here.
And it was.
It probably was. And I just went, "What is this lame nerd stuff, dude?" Look, I mean, you can't respect this show, can you?
A lot of people do.
It's good in the way the Bat Poet here. So locally, there was a guy named the Bat Poet on Community Access Show in Nashville, and it was terrible television, but that's why people liked it. It was because it was camp, This is the same way. This show is not good.
Well,
There's no way this show's good.
Did you ever watch like Xena Warrior Princess?
Yes, I did.
That's the same kind of campy,
yeah, hot chicks
right?
kicking butt. So those who claim I'm not a feminist, I would rather watch Xena over any episode
but only if
of
they
Doctor
were hot.
Who. No, Xena, she was attractive. I wouldn't say she was a beauty model, but I'd rather watch any version of Xena than any version of Doctor Who. I mean, give me a look at this. This is for nerds, man.
It's okay. Nerds need things too.
What's John's favorite website? What Culture? Is that your favorite website?
It's one of the YouTube channels I watch frequently.
All right.
Okay. Anyway. So you're not upset about it.
I'm not upset.
Doctor Who.
Is this a feminist rally cry? Like this is the hill they're getting on?
I think some guys were legitimately like trying to like say the Doctor Who
could
not be a woman.
Okay,
it was like an attack on humanity.
They have like Pepe the Frog as their avatar.
Yes,
I mean, okay, well,
probably.
those guys are idiots anyway.
There you go.
Those are alt-righters. Oh, we got to talk about the alt-right gym that opened in Nashville. But anyway.
All right, well, let's talk about it.
Boy.
Because this Doctor Who, obviously no one
I
at
don't
this
really
table
care.
cares.
Good. Make it a female. I'm all about female characters kicking butt, dude. I loved Ronda Rousey when she came out. I love Amy Schumer. I went and saw her. I love Broad City. I love all things female. Hey, if it's good, I like it. If it's bad, I hate it. I don't care if it's man, woman, trans, whatever it is. Make it good. Don't let it suck, and we'll move on. Doctor Who is trash, though, so I don't care. It could be a transsexual's Doctor Who. I don't care. I'm not watching it either way. So anyway.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it either.
Speaking of alt-right, there's supposedly an alt-right gym that opened in Nashville, okay?
So can I just, I kind of know there's this.
Go ahead.
Speaking of these nerds told me about this thing they're called werewolves.
Okay.
And they're alt-right and they train in the woods. They do CrossFit in the woods. I think this is them.
It's similar. It's very similar to this.
Like what is going on, man? This is so weird.
Well, here's the question. They're saying these guys are alt-right. If you look at the website, you should pull it up. It's pretty it can lead you to believe they're alt-righters. And this guy's allegedly
Operation Werewolf. This is these guys.
Go to the website, dude. I'm telling you. Look at this. Now, this screams alt-right. If you got to go join us on the YouTube channel to check this stuff out.
Or just Vengeance, www.vengeance.me.
Okay. So vengeance.me. So they're allegedly, the founders are alt-righters. You can go look at, if you look at the top, it's like who we are or something. If you go up to the top, about, or team, go up to. So this is allegedly a gym. People in these dudes are probably alt-righting it up. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that tattoo right there. But anyway, here's the question. Let's say these founders of this gym are alt-righters. If you don't know what alt-right is essentially the modern-day Nazi, okay? It's skinheads, the modern-day skinheads. They're called alt-right now. If this business is run by two skinheads, alt-righters, I'm going to go to John on this one because I'm curious where we go with this. And I'm serious.
Oh, boy.
If they do not come out and blatantly just attack black people, physically attack people, but have these ideas, should their business be allowed to operate?
If 100% they are
alt-righters,
and they refuse to give business to people of color or women,
or
anyone that they don't like.
I didn't say that. I said, what if that's just their belief system, but they do let black people work in the gym?
Well, they wouldn't do that, though, if they were
alt-righters don't dodge all black people, dude.
But that's what I'm saying. If they're truly racist, they're not going to let...
No, there's race. I worked with a lady, said she worked with a Nazi in the post office, and he had a Nazi like tattoo on her back of her neck, and she was black, and she said they would talk every night. He goes, hey, I like you as a person, but I can't like you because you're black. I mean, I'll talk to you all night, but I don't want you on this planet on the long run.
What?
Okay?
This is weird.
Okay, well, this lady she was unique. But anyways, John, should a business be shut down because of the belief system of the people running it? Even if you like it or not?
No.
So in the instance where religious, and we'll go back to this, religious people have had a bakery, a gay couple come in, they refused them service for the cake. I mean, if you've heard that news story, It's not old. I mean, what are your thoughts on something like that? Where do we stop the line at that? Because like I said, what if there's like, no, we don't let black people into this gym? Or let's say we don't let gay people into this gym. Would there be a problem with that? Where does the line get crossed? Like, it's a tough question.
That is a tough question.
No, it is a tough question.
Especially with the subject of homosexuality, you've got locker rooms.
Okay.
Specifically, I mean, that could bother a lot of people.
Well, why do you think it would bother people? I mean, what is the fear there? What is the fear of the transsexual bathrooms? What's the fear of the gay people in the locker room? Do people think they're going to rape them, or they're like staring at their ass, or what? Like, what's the big concern there? Because you brought it up.
I don't think they're gonna. They think they're gonna get raped, but I mean, they probably don't think that they might be looked at in a sexual manner, and they probably.
Do you believe this?
No.
No. Okay, you don't think so. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's like some kind of Nazi symbol tattoo on that guy's chest.
Okay, it probably is. Pay attention to where
probably
we're at
is, but I mean,
Lee, do you have a problem with gay people in your gym?
No, of course not.
You're not going to be allowed in this gym because of one thing I saw, and you kind of scroll past it. This is not a safe place.
Yeah, I highlighted that earlier.
Why don't you read what it just said? Can you go back to? I want you to read it because you are Mr. One Size Fits All. You are the safety pin. You are Mr. LeBron James. Read us what it says about this is not a safe place. Go ahead.
First off, safe space is in quotes. Let me just say it.
Because it's nonsense.
This is not for the worried about microaggressions or who hold the white flag of trigger warnings. We do not gather around holding hands, accepting one another's weakness to be nice. Vengeance is designed to be confrontational in order to drive individuals to greater and greater risk, trial and reward. This is strength worship. Those who remain willful weak in body and mind will not be tolerated. Membership at Vengeance is a privilege. And it's really pricey, too. I looked at the price.
Yeah, it is pretty pricey.
Listen,
this is like the exact opposite of Planet Fitness.
Yes.
Oh, yes, 100%.
So this is the problem. Yeah. This is what I don't like about it.
All right.
Will not be tolerated. Anytime someone preaches non-tolerance.
What will not be tolerated?
Those who remain willfully weak in body and mind will not be tolerated.
I mean, that's Darwinism, though, at its core.
I mean, it is, but I mean, these guys are, we can pretty much assume alt-righters, right? They're probably racist.
I'm not assuming any. I don't know these. I don't know the man.
Okay. Well, I know Operation. I've have intel on Operation Werewolf, okay?
I've never known the man. As I said, I've never broke bread with a man, so I can't tell you what they're about, okay?
I know a little inside information about Operation Werewolf.
When I sit down with these dudes and we interview them for the show, which I put in a request for, we're going to find out what these dudes are about.
Just make sure, let me know when that episode's coming so we can film that one at your house.
No, I didn't tell you. That's where we're going to be filming the contest we're having.
Oh, okay.
So we'll find out if they're all right. We're white.
Whoever loses dies.
We're white.
I don't know. I don't want to be liked because of the color of my skin. But anyway,
right.
Look.
You're white.
Look, these guys should
you
not.
You don't have to fight.
All right.
Look.
You'll be all right.
Look, you should not be able to run racist outfits under the guise of something else. Like,
good night.
Just, I don't know.
Shine bright.
I know. My ideas do not sit well with you guys. Obviously.
Oh, what a sight!
The alt-right has so many opportunities for so many great slogans. They messed it up, man. They did it wrong. They should have come out with a catchy slogan. Everything rhymes with right, pretty much. If you go like bright, that's your B. C, not really. I mean, you can keep going though. Fight, fright, height, might. Yeah, that's a good word. Okay. Anyways,
keep going.
Lee, would you shut these guys down if you had the power?
If
you were not weak in a safe space, would you shut them down?
I don't have them. If they want to train, whatever. But I have a feeling that these people are starting some kind of like racist cult, semi-cult, demi-cult.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have the word cult on the website?
It does.
Yeah.
So there you go.
This is how religions are formed. And we kind of have to stray away from that.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Idiot alert. Where's that one at?
All right, here we go.
Idiot. Oh, my God, I am surrounded by idiots.
You idiots! To the idiot mobile. You idiot!
You're an idiot.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
This week's Idiot of the Week is brought to you by Lee, a.k.a. One Size Fits All. Are you calling the guys from Vengeance the Idiot of the Week? Go ahead and if you could
let me pull up the team.
If you could mark that.
We actually have 2 idiots of the week.
Not me and John ain't saying that. Go ahead. Go say their names on air, please.
Nope. Sky and Jake.
Oh, my God. Are those the idiots of the week?
Operation Werewolf is a joke. You guys are idiots.
Somebody write this down. This will be an apology and a retraction next week.
Like, I understand that you hate the willfully weak, and I will confess to being such. So you hate me as well, and that's fine. I understand.
Let's at least read let's read his bio real quick.
Okay, so Sky, his position at the gym is administrator of assault.
Let's describe this guy in the picture.
His background is a
go up, because people listening have no idea. Describe this dude. He looks like he's like a frat boy kind of.
He's pretty filled out. I mean, he's got that rapper's like 6-pack going on.
He's wearing a backwards baseball cap.
He's holding a Colt 45,
40 ounce, or
40
or 24 ounce.
24 ounce.
You can see his pubes going into his boxers.
I guess
low cut briefs. Well, that's what it is. I'm not making it up. That's what the picture is.
Just for the record, that's really cheap underwear, though. I feel like if you're going to expose your underwear like that, you should.
What kind is it?
It's like
Champion.
Target. Yeah, it's like
Champion.
Target brand.
My son wears that brand.
That's what I'm saying.
That might be my two sons one day on the alt-right website. Fantastic. Okay. So anyways,
one of his name is Jake.
He's a chaotic mixture of prolonged exposure to strength training, wilderness survival,
asceticism,
devil music, tramp life, and other odd sorts of heathery and antisocial behavior. Currently holds certifications through NASM, Strong First, and TDOS. Each trains, reads, and sleeps. Okay, and listen, here's the thing. I don't have a problem with devil
You just called
music.
this guy Idiot of the Week, so you have a problem with these guys. Don't hide behind it. It's too late now. You've already said it.
If these guys are Operation, yes.
A little too late to do the right thing now.
Idiot of the Week.
Is that going to be the major key of the week? Something about that picture? Because I feel like you were really keyed on the cheap underwear.
Yeah, don't buy cheap underwear if you're going to take underwear pictures. But we'll worry about that later.
Okay, anyways.
There's your Idiot of the Week.
Okay, Idiot of the Week, Scott.
There you go.
All right.
Thanks,
I don't know
Scott.
how we got to that, but anyway.
All right.
We have
next topic. Moving on.
Yeah, you better be moving on, bro, because they know where you live.
I wonder what Scaramucci would have to say about that.
What would Scaramucci say about the guys from the alt-right?
He can hit free throws
He's the most
in his underwear.
person I've ever met. Okay, I've seen this guy throw a dead spiral through a tire. I've seen him at Madison Square Garden with a top coat on. He's standing in the key.
I think
and
it'd be the
he's
same
hitting
thing,
foul
but
shots and
the
swishing
word
them, okay?
spiral
He
would be a
sinks
different word.
3-foot putts. I don't see this guy as a guy that's ever under siege. This is a very, very competitive person.
What word would it be, John?
I don't know. I think it would be
What word would it be, John?
What are you talking about
It'd be
right
a different
now?
word.
What is he talking about?
Anyway, let's move on to the next story.
I really don't understand.
Oh, I do.
I think there's some listeners at home that are confused.
Well,
they'll be confused then.
God bless those people.
Let's hope that Sky and Jake are among them.
All right. Let's get this story real quick because then we got to get to our dear John.
All right.
Installing microchips in employees is the right thing to do, CEO says. Forget swiping a credit card or a badge to buy food at work. We're going to install rice-sized microchips in your hands, and it's free. Okay. This guy here, can we get audio of this guy? I want to hear this guy talk for 1 second. I mean,
we can.
Okay. What is
basically
That's why this Time Lord has these friends.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, no. Doctor Who's invading the show.
I understand it. This will be implanted between my forefinger and my thumb, and then I'm able to just scan that to use vending machines and access technology and things like that. Is that right?
Mark of the Beast? Is that what we're talking about?
The chip is actually implanted between your thumb and forefinger, and it goes in with a needle which doesn't have any blood or anything. It barely hurts at all.
Yeah, barely hurts.
I've seen actually. There's YouTube videos of someone doing this to himself.
Let's go around real quick. Lee, would you allow this to happen?
Would I get a microchip? I would probably do it on my own. I would never get one from a company, though.
John, would you do it ever?
Maybe I would.
A company says you do it or you're fired.
It really depends on how much that company's paying me.
Right, you're getting paid now.
Nope.
I'd walk out of my job tomorrow. If they said we will install, I'd go, well, it was nice working here.
I really like the idea.
Nope. You're crazy.
I don't like the idea of a company controlling it, though.
Well, that's who will control it. It will be corporations. You are on the left. You know big corporations rule America. This is wrong. It's not right.
You can't stop the progress of humanity, man.
What is the progress of humanity?
I don't understand how that is progress.
I don't understand why we're skipping a skip. Like, we could do like a ring maybe or a bracelet. Like,
yeah,
why are we going to?
We're going great to, hey.
I guess it's so that when you shower, like, there's no possibility of losing it. It's harder to, like,
no, it tracks you, bro. That's why they want it on you, where they can see how long you're working during the day, how many breaks you take, where you're at.
You could probably also monitor your like vital functions, whether or not you're taking a nap.
Are you smoking a cigarette? Is your heart rate elevated? Are you on drugs?
That's not what it is.
Brother, you don't know what
I'm
that
saying
thing
that
does.
you can't tell us what it does or what it doesn't
Okay, so
do.
let's back up a second. For all the things
All
that
right.
you're saying to be are currently possible. So what if they had a bracelet that you had to wear when you were at work? Would you do that, or would you walk
Is it
out?
optional?
No.
Oh, I get fired? I
Yeah.
guess I'd have to wear it then.
Okay, so there you go. This is an RFID chip.
Well, I can take the bracelet off, bro. I can't get this
You can't
thing out of
dig
my
that
skin.
out of your skin,
Well, I guess
yeah.
you could, but it would be very painful. So I'm out.
That's true.
It's rice-sized. Good luck. You're cutting your whole
No, there's a
hand up.
YouTube clip of a guy that does it to
We've
himself.
talked about this before. What is wrong with these employees that would allow themselves to do this? This is mob mentality at its greatest hour.
I mean, there's so many other things that we just do.
Like this? No.
Yeah, I feel like there is.
Like what?
I don't. So we're watching some idiot. This is idiot of the week. You should have sounded the clip for this guy. This guy's letting them put a microchip in his skin.
Maybe we should listen to it.
I don't want to. I'm freaking out. I don't even like this.
So that's going to be quite stingy.
Yeah. Anyone says it's not going to hurt, they're lying to you. It's going to hurt. They're putting a needle into your arm, man. It's going to hurt.
Like some people want to be androids.
Is this the alt-right video or is this the microchip video? Because this looks like the gym. This looks like footage of the gym right here. All right.
Okay, this is going to hurt.
I don't want to watch.
Have you ever had a piercing before? No.
No, I have not.
Nowhere?
Let's talk about your piercing, Lee.
Okay.
Where did you get a piercing at?
I had my nipple pierced once.
And what happened?
It didn't work
infected?
out.
It got infected?
Well, I worked at a
It got
sweaty
infected.
restaurant.
Did it get infected?
It did.
Okay.
It doesn't look so bad.
Why did you get your nipple pierced? Let's go back.
Well, I wanted to have my tongue pierced, but they said that I could not.
Who was they?
The piercing saloon.
Wait, why did they say you couldn't? Wait, what?
Because I have a...
Because you're a dude.
I have a vein that runs through the center of my tongue.
Are you
And
serious?
they said that would be bad
What?
if they pierced that vein.
So you got your nipple pierced.
And I was like, well, I'm here. You're going to pierce
Because you were Johnny
something.
Cool. You want to be like Sky from the alt-right
I
jam.
did.
You want to be that guy. You look at that picture like,
do.
man, I was trying to be that guy.
I do want to be that guy.
I miss the old Kanye,
I'm
as
weak,
they say.
though. You know, if I wasn't so weak, I would
So what
be that
happened
guy.
to your nipple when it got infected?
It just kind of had like green pus coming out.
Oh, just green pus, John. Just green
I mean, it didn't
pus.
get real
Just
bad.
green.
It was fine.
So would you let him do a nipple microchip?
Probably not. That would be so awkward.
Yo, I'm your boss. I'm going to be touching your nipple today.
I'm going to have to touch your nipple.
Well, I would do
real
the
quick.
females. I'm just saying. Don't.
Misogyny alert.
Don't do it.
Misogyny alert. Misogyny
Wow.
alert.
I can't believe you
Misogyny
just
alert.
said that.
I stand by my statement. All right. So anyway,
Okay.
all
right.
right. So
well,
microchip's
whatever.
bad idea. Get that out of here. No one. No. If you support that, please tweet at us and let us know.
All right, just real quick. Let's hit the McCain.
McCain.
Customs of this body, and for
All
the other
right.
99 privileged souls who have been elected to this Senate. I've known and admired men and women in the.
Okay.
Hey.
So I did like the fact that if you heard the full thing that he did, he's basically telling people they need to get their act together. He's like, we're not doing anything because we're too worried about partisan politics.
Amen, brother. I love it.
But here's the thing with McCain, like he speaks, but then he's here voting for this stuff to continue.
Can we not vote for it to be opened up and looked at? That's what I'm saying. Why is this a subject? Why do they have to
Because
vote to
he
look at
actually-
bill? Hey guys, we need to re-examine this bill. Well, we got to vote on it. And
I was actually hearing this today on the radio. There's so much red tape. There's like a parliamentary
Well,
guy
stupid.
that has like parliamentary procedures, and they go to him, and he's like an umpire, and he's like, "That's allowed. That's not allowed," and they can only like talk for it for 2 hours
Right.
before, and filibuster 60 votes and all this.
Stupid.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway.
well, we have we're moving toward healthcare reform thanks to Mr. McCain, a true, regardless of this vote here, a true American hero. No matter what Trump said or anyone said about the man, and you know there was a moment in the election where this guy pretty much ended his chance of winning. Is when the lady come up. I don't know if you remember. You can look up the clip at home or whatever. But a lady said, "I know Obama's a Muslim. I know he is. He's a bad man." And this was on one of the debates. And McCain said, "No, he's not. He
No, he's
goes,
not, lady.
He goes, you can't say that about the man. He's
Well,
a good guy."
What did Trump
He cares-
say
he
to
cares-
the same thing? He said,
Oh.
"Let's see that certificate."
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much, he started.
Trump was the original.
He was one
birther.
of. Well, they say Hillary actually was one of the originators. She actually brought it up. Trump just ran with it. Yeah, you didn't know that?
This world we live in.
It's odd. Okay, well, let's.
Anyway.
Speaking of bad.
So it's probably a good thing he didn't become president. Because,
yeah.
Well, he's having such medical issues.
Well,
and we really need a powerful
Well, when he
leader.
ran, I mean, he would have already been out of office anyway.
He did pick Palin as running mate. So maybe he is that not of sound mind. Speaking of not of sound mind, we got to get to Dear John this week. So let's go ahead and hit that music.
What an introduction.
All right, so listeners write in. This is a listener email. Lee's going to read it. We're all going to listen. Then John's going to give his advice. What could go wrong? You'd be surprised. All right, go ahead.
This week we have a email that comes in, John. Dearest John, so for a few months now I've been having an ongoing issue with my coworker. Funny enough, it started once I got promoted to office manager. I had only been employed for about 1.5 years, and this girl has been here for 5 years. I know that she is holding on to hard feelings and may feel like I took her job from her and feels resentment toward me, but it wasn't my idea. My boss, who happens to be her uncle, gave me the promotion because I'm consistent, organized, firm, and do a good job. She's inconsistent, desk is always a mess, and isn't organized. She constantly tells me that I'm not her boss, has little respect for me, and my position has been sour for the last few months. I've asked her if she was okay, needed anything, needed help with her work, and even hired an assistant for her, but she's still sour. At times I ask her opinion on things because I respect the fact that she's put in 5 years. Her typical response is, whatever, or, I mean, I don't care, or, that's not my job. Negativity in the workplace is contagious, and I've had to deal with that. With other employees too. Luckily, they aren't as stubborn as she is. So far, my only solution is being patient with her, agreeable when able, and trying not to butt heads with her. But we've had a few full-blown disagreements where I've called a sit-down with the big boss. Any advice? Best workplace drama.
Well, workplace. It seems like you've kept a cool head about it, and you've done a lot. I admire you for dealing with this person as long as you have. It's so far you've taken all the steps that I would have taken. Some options that are still out there. I hear there's a gym called Vengeance that's looking for some people that you can recommend her for that job.
Do you have any real advice to give this woman, John?
How do you know it's a woman? Why are you going there?
That's a good point.
Huh?
Well, maybe I've seen the email address. It would lead me to believe it's from a woman. Okay, so let's just say.
Well, there goes the anonymity.
John, half the planet are women. It could be anybody.
Well, a woman wouldn't feel bad if a man was promoted over.
Oh. Okay, what do you do, John, when someone?
Joke, by the way.
Let's put it on the other foot here. Me and you work together. I get promoted. You're probably bitter for the rest of your time. It's if you felt you deserved the job, right? Is there a way to fix that or not really?
I think
that's the question.
There is definitely a way to fix
I'm asking John. It's the Dear John segment.
If
we'll get to you in a second.
I was just letting you know.
We'll get to you when his advice goes sour. Okay.
I'm probably more humble than this person is. So I probably will get over it after a while. But this person, obviously, it's been a long time.
Lee, what do you think?
John would give his job up. He would be like, all right.
John's like, you know what, guy?
You're right.
You deserve it more than me. I'm just going to go ahead and give you the pay raise. Let's not forget, this is not a podcast you're doing. It's not a hobby. This is a job. This is a pay raise, probably a substantial pay raise if she got promoted to office manager. I mean, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So there's bitterness in the money. There's bitterness in they were friends.
There's no bitterness in the money, really.
Oh, there is. I'm sure
I'm sure there is.
That's not the root of it, but it does help substantiate.
I think a great deal of it is probably pride.
Let me break this down.
Okay.
I'm sure the money has something to do with it as well.
Go ahead, John.
That's not
you.
John.
That's you, John, part 2. Go ahead.
John Jr.
We're all John in the segment.
Okay, look. John number 2 here.
Okay, John
number 2 here.
Yes.
She has it. Okay, let me propose this to John, so maybe he can correct.
Which one, John number 1?
The real John.
Okay, John
with
2,
the real
John
slim
2, the real John.
Johnny, please stand up. Here's the deal, John. This woman has this person has it so easy. because the person who is being obstinate is a slacker. They're disorganized. They're inconsistent.
According to
They're
this
not a good employee.
according to this person's
According to this
perspective.
That's the only thing that we can base it off.
Right,
of.
okay,
So
fair enough.
she is making your job easy. That if you had been promoted over someone, especially due to nepotism, and they weren't inconsistent, or they were a good employee and had a track record of success, then that is a huge problem. At that point, you have to set them up and plant evidence. But this woman is not even making that. She is laying. All you have to do is document.
And fire her ass.
You don't.
Okay?
You don't
No.
fire her. You document.
Yes, you got to get her out of there.
Document, yeah, and present, and then you don't even have to.
It's what the great Billy Martin.
That's what I believe that this person meant by the sit down is
Fire. Get rid of him. You're fired. You're done. Look,
them two and the uncle or whoever the big boss is.
The big boss man. Who's your uncle?
Boss man.
Listen.
He said that. Well, he or she has said that they've already had sit downs with the big boss.
But here's the thing.
I'm going to give you the best
when you
advice
have a
that neither of
brown
you
vanilla
done.
folder
Who cares about
filled
that?
with stuff, you can't refute that.
Unless you work for Metro, and then you can. Look, the great Billy Martin said it best, okay? Manager of the Yankees. He had a new player come in, negative. He was negative all the time. And so when they went in the hotel, this was an older guy.
Beat the shit
No,
out
an
of
older
him.
guy. He said, then one of the guys come, he goes, Coach, where are you going to keep this new guy at? I mean, he's negative. He's terrible. You're gonna put him with one of the younger guys. Maybe they can help him come around, get more positive. He goes, no, I'll put him in a separate room and a separate wing, because once you're negative, you can't cure negativity. You got to keep them away from everybody else. You got to get rid of this girl. She's bad news for the office. She said she's negative. She's a slacker. She's bitter. You've got to get rid of her. I'm telling you, this woman's going to bring everybody else down with this nonsense.
Isolate, destroy.
There you go.
Just like vengeance.
Just like all right.
I guess John was right.
Hit the sounder. Hit the damn sounder. Killed it. All right, dude, isolate. What did you say? That was pretty good.
Isolate, document, and destroy.
Isolate, document, destroy. That's probably a major key of the week.
Speaking of which.
Major key of the week.
So let me give you a major key. Where is the key?
That is not the key. I want the key.
Give us the keys. So let me give you a major key.
And you really do have the key.
Everybody stand up right now. Everybody. I got the keys now.
Yeah, when we look back one day at episode 50, that's going to be some of the greatest advice we've ever done. You said that jump the shark. That's some of the greatest advice we've ever given. Don't murder someone while leaving a voicemail. It's fantastic. It's
I was reading Never Go Full Rat Tail, which is always good advice.
All right, episode 51, our major key of the week. And if you're just now listening, if you don't know what a major key is, my man DJ Khaled, who you've obviously heard, We the Best Music, he has major keys of life. I have the book. I've read it. That's why I'm wiser than these two guys I'm on the show with. So we try to incorporate major keys from the episode and life advice for you to follow, something we learned from the episode. So we sit around, we try to deduce what's the best, and usually I'll just pick the one if they don't have one. So anyways, what do you have?
I like the isolate, document, destroy.
Yeah, I mean,
we had another one, though. What was it?
Oh, it's
Don't wear cheap underwear.
Which is pretty good as well.
I mean, it's up to you
They're both
guys.
good. I don't know, John. Pick one. I don't care.
I like the isolate.
Okay, make that it.
destroy.
Make that it. All right, there we go.
Make that official.
All right, so that is our major key: isolate, document, destroy.
So let me give you a major key. Where is the key?
That is not the key. I want the key.
I feel like I'm in a time loop right now.
Am I not supposed to play it?
And you really do have the
Intro on
key.
the segment too?
Everybody
Probably not the whole
stand
thing.
up right now.
Maybe that can be the next key.
I got the keys now.
Don't play the sound.
I just love that drop so
All right.
much. You know,
All
it
right,
makes me
well,
want to get up and dance.
There we go. All right, guys. Well, we said we're going to cut down on the Blame Your Selfies. They will be back, but we're going to kind of combine them in future episodes. So there we go. So did we miss anything, Lee? Was there anything we had to get off our chest?
No.
You want to talk about the plot of feminism in the modern world, but I guess that'd be another episode. Maybe that's one of the themed episodes.
We totally missed it. We touched on it a little bit, I guess.
You know what feminists love? They love three guys sitting around talking about feminism. But I think like, what's the best thing we could do? We could be three guys mansplaining feminism to women. Fantastic.
What is that? Is it called male privilege?
It's mansplaining.
Can I get some of that? Well, mansplaining.
Can I get some mansplaining?
I'm just talking about like white privilege, man privilege.
White privilege, male privilege. Anyways, all right. So we'll hit you up with feminism another day. That's it, guys. We've come to the end of the episode. This is episode 51 of Blame Your Brother. And what we want you to do is put up some bunny ears on me and go to bybpod.com. That's bybpod.com. So that's our website. Take you all past episodes. It'll show you a picture of the Mooch in the future and pictures of us and funny backdrops. But what's important are the episodes. But on the right are all of our links. So if you want to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, we're on Instagram, YouTube. I mean, you got to subscribe to YouTube. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts. That gets you the episodes, or like I said, Stitcher.
We love Stitcher.
We love it. It's our favorite company. We'd love you to sponsor our show, even though you have crappy, inferior, crap quality of audio. I don't understand how you can compress audio that bad. But Stitcher, give us a call. We'll say good things about you. Google Play, TuneIn, all that good stuff. Amazon link is on there. And what that does is, if you're going to buy anything through Amazon, which we all do, I mean, we all make purchases on Amazon, go to our website, click on that link, bookmark it, and just come back and visit it in the future. Make all your purchases through that link, and we get a percentage of the sales, okay? Don't let random people on Twitter tell you otherwise. You can also listen to us on Radio Vegas Rocks. Go to radiovegas.rocks or search for it on the TuneIn app. You can listen to that. Great programming all day. Radio shows, podcast. We love Jay out of Las Vegas. He's supported us since the beginning. So radiovegas.rocks. Please, guys, go check that out. We're on there every Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Time. And we even got our own stinger now. It's pretty awesome. We sound official. So Radio Vegas Rocks. I mean, really the support of the show. Also, I mean, they mention this every week, and it's not on the website, but go check out TiVo and the Beard on YouTube. TiVo, T-E-E-V-O, and The Beard. Subscribe to their podcast. They put out new episodes every week. It's fantastic. They mention us every week. I feel like sometimes a dick because I don't mention it, but TiVo and The Beard, please go check those guys out. And if you love a podcast out there, tell your friends about it. Tell them about it on social media. That's how the word gets spread. We got these in the mail today. They are our exclusive Blame Your Brother T-shirts, baby. Look at that. Looking good. So here's the deal. If you ordered one of these shirts, we're going to be sending you one out very soon. Lee's about to knock the beer over. So, yeah, if you ordered one of these bad boys, we're going to be sending it to you. Here's the deal. Last chance. I'm going to give you another week. If you want one, message us or send us $5 on the PayPal link on our website where it says donate to the show. Donate $5. We'll send you a T-shirt out. But you got 1 week to do that. If you didn't do it, you're out. But if you do know a famous celebrity and you actually know them and you can get us in touch with them and they want to wear one of our shirts and pose for it in a social media picture, send us a message. We would love to get that hooked up. Michael Anthony's just like, hey, send it to this person. Send it to this person. Michael, we love the enthusiasm, but we'd have to get confirmation because I've sent shirts out before and people don't take pictures with them, so it's kind of like a waste of our time, you know? We need this to be seen by people. So, which all of you have done great if we sent you pictures. Shirts, you've done a fantastic job. So anyway, we got shirts. We'll be sending those out. We're excited about that. And just bookmark the website, man. Just go there, leave us voicemails, send us comments. We'll read them on the show, things you want to hear about, all of that good stuff. So, I don't know. I guess that's it. I guess I've nailed down all the good stuff. I guess with that being said, anything else?
Don't blame yourself when you can blame your brother.
Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Dead spiral through a tire.
Or another word through a tire.
3-foot putt.
Send a Twitter to Twitterello. Uh-oh. Wait for it.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
What was he in? Top suit?
Top coat.
Top coat. If you want to know what John was saying, throw to a tire, send him a tweet at Twitterello, and he'll tell you about that.
Mm-hmm.
We out.